has to work because I've applied pressure on myself.
Welcome to Brand Talk with Rachel and Drew. I'm Drew.
I'm Rachel.
Welcome to the show. Welcome back, Rachel.
I was just here
to the show
2 days ago.
No, it was a great conversation with Gary.
Yeah.
We've had quite the day today. Mm-hmm. So we got to do some media with the helicopter.
Yeah.
Love that. Glad we got to do that. We're going to redo it.
Almost got arrested.
I didn't. We knew there was going to be cops coming up.
But they were like, "What are you doing? You look very suspicious."
Dressed as a criminal, carrying
I had all
duffel
black
bag
on, this hat, black combat boots. Just kidding, they're black Gucci boots, and then I had a black duffel bag, and I looked suspicious.
You did. You looked like I was coming in. I was like, "That's a criminal."
In a town with very, very low population, and then,
it was,
and all that. Yeah, it was funny. We stuck out for sure.
That's cool in the car, everything like that. But we did some media with the helicopter doing some ads. Mm-hmm. Had some audio issues, but now we know where it's at. I think we got some good vlog stuff either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll probably have to redo that. But no, it's right there. We can knock it out. But
typical
media day.
Typical challenges, but that's fine.
Yeah, Rachel turned the microphone off just before the ads. That's what happened.
Actually didn't. I'm like, I'm going to turn it off so I can waste everyone's time. No, I think it was falling because my shirt's thin. I think it was like falling down, and I was like moving it back, or I was holding it so it wouldn't fall. And then there you go. I'm like, the ad's like me doing, and it's just nothing. Like,
we good. We'll do it again. We'll get another one. It'll be great.
I'm going to do a voiceover. I feel like we can make it work. I got an audio of a helicopter on my phone. We can overlay that. I can do a voiceover. We got a brand launch, and then, we can figure it out.
That'd be cool. Like you'd have to do it like they do the Pixar movies.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Sit there and you're like a goldfish, and you're talking for the fish.
That's fine.
So, what do you got going on today? How are you doing? I haven't gotten to talk to you since a couple days ago.
I'm fine.
We only talk on the podcast.
Not true.
Not really. But
you talk to me all day. I'm doing great. We have a partners program brand coming by later. Well, in like 40 minutes with her husband to tour the warehouse. So I'll be showing them around that, letting them get some content in the warehouse, and then I've got just stuff I'm building. I built a new course yesterday, getting all that stuff set up, getting the landers, all that good stuff set up, and obviously just like full swing for SalonCon prep. That's like the main thing, Salon owners, this is your moment. SalonCon 2026 is happening in Miami, January 24th through the 27th. This is the ultimate event to bring your A players. Leave all your B's and C's at home. Not only will they get it certified in a brand new extension method, they'll also learn the sales and marketing strategies that actually grow revenue and keep your clients coming back for more. This is a 3-day event of high-level education, luxury networking, and powerhouse speakers, all designed to future-proof your business. Bring your team, elevate your business. Join us at SalonCon Miami, where millions are made. Get your tickets in the description below. Now back to the episode. And then just helping all these brands launch. We had a brand do a big launch yesterday. So she pretty much, she's got every color and almost every length, and she just went for it. So that was awesome. Just getting that out the door, tracking the package, making sure it got to her A-okay.
She got the works.
She did, yeah. Yeah, she's going to crush it. So
there is an element of that I see with people when they go to do something and then they go all in with it, or if they tiptoe in, they're gonna get these tiptoe results. But if they're like, hey, I'm doing this, do it.
Then you're committed. And you're like, okay, like this has to work because I've applied pressure on myself,
Yeah.
If you're just like attempting something, or you get a swatch ring and you have it at your station and you're just like, woo, I launched. It's like, did you? So it's important that they follow the steps, and this particular, lots of brands, the ones that hit, like they follow the steps. And then there are some brand owners that like they want to do it. They are so excited when they first, join, and then they just unfortunately let life get in the way, and then they a few months down the road are like, damn it, like I need to do a relaunch, and that's fine too. So we actually had a couple of people that I helped relaunch last week. So yeah, just helping them like take control of their time and just spending it on the things that matter and actually move the needle, and not just putting out fires and pulling up weeds in the garden all day. So yeah.
So we got that going on today, and then we got to take Papa to the Temptations last night.
Yes.
And then the night before, we went to Yellow Card and
A Day to Remember. Yeah. 2 very different vibes. I actually prefer last night's vibe because there's a bunch of grandmas and grandpas, and there was air conditioning. Nobody was pushing each other. Nobody was plastered. It was a good time. It was a nice, wholesome time.
We were in the pit for the other show. Got Rachel in the pit.
I'm not a pit kind of
It was
girl.
a calm pit.
Calm.
It was calm.
I don't know how calm a mosh pit could be.
It was calm enough that people. I didn't
see anybody like get punched in the face or there was no violence. So I guess that was good.
No,
very different from.
No, those are those are pretty docile bands. Mm-hmm. But the AV was amazing.
Yes.
Whoa, super cool. Like fire and the CO2 cannons. They did everything. Big confetti cannons.
We're like standing there and like, I wonder how much those cost. I wonder if we can even do those for SalonCon.
Oh yeah, CO2 cannons and sparkler guns for sure. I don't know if we can do the confetti. That'd be a bit much. But they had pyro and confetti.
No fire, please. We have hair
You
extensions.
were asking me about it. You were asking about how do we get the,
I don't want to bring fire. I don't want to bring the fire. I want to bring like the sparks.
The sparklers.
The sparklers.
Yeah, they can do like a 10-foot sparkle.
Yeah, that'd be
get
kind
like
of cool.
8 of those with the CO2 cannons between them when the speakers come out.
Yeah.
Like basically everyone enters like a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like with the theme song and the entrance. A
walkout song.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
So the Temptations was cool. That was really neat to see a little moment with you and your grandfather, which is always cool.
Yeah.
They have a song. It's the My Girl.
The My Girl song.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I have many voicemails saved in my phone of him singing me the song.
Yeah. Yeah. So y'all are all a little moment there. Pretty cool. But I enjoy watching y'all together because my grandfather's not around anymore. So I get to enjoy it too, when it's you guys, but it's cool to capture that and see that.
Yeah, Drew likes to see me when I'm emotional.
Not really. I don't like it.
Oh, she's not hardened rock. Okay.
No, I wouldn't say I like it. I can appreciate the moment that you're in.
Yes.
So it was like it, but it was cool.
It's like, oh yeah, she is in there. Sometimes it's like I'm a little too focused and too ambitious sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's cool. We did that. Music's a big part of our family, so I think I really enjoyed it. The freaking venue is so far away, dude. Brooks, that is so far away.
You see why I moved here,
bro?
Oh, that's where you live.
He would
Oh wow.
The whole time I'm driving, I'm like, this is so far.
Yeah.
This is so far. This is not Houston.
They got a lot going on over there though.
There's
Their Chipotle was super nice.
It's closer to Houston than the Woodlands.
Is it?
Man,
It's like 30 minutes to Houston.
Huh.
it was like I was driving for like 3 hours yesterday.
I was falling asleep in the backseat.
Y'all are all sleeping.
Every
I'm
time
just
I
like,
woke up, I was like, oh my gosh, I hope he's awake because I was behind you. I didn't really know.
Oh yeah, I was good. 2 flying has made me a better driver. Like I'm piloting the vehicle. There's a lot more going on. But yeah, Rachel just saw me fly for the first time today. So what was that? What was that like for you?
It was cool. I mean, I was like, you talk about it all the time, and like we were talking about it, like me and Brooks and Lawson over here were talking about it on the way there. And I'm like, he always talks about this, and when he's not talking about it, and he's listening to something about it, So it was definitely cool to see it in real life and see you. You're very focused.
Yeah.
Very focused. So
yeah. There's nothing else to think about, which I like. I was telling Matt that today. I was like, I enjoy this because there's so much to focus on and so much to do and pay attention to. Like there's nothing else going on.
That's how it was for me when I first learned hair extensions. Like I was just fully immersed in it because it was such a detailed thing, and I was just so obsessed with like being perfect at it, and my stitch work and my bead work and just making sure that there's no hair out of place. And that's really what helped me heal. Like from my life change was diving into hair extensions and just like hyper focusing on something like that because then I couldn't think about reality. I guess.
Yeah, sure. Well, like we did the duffel bag drop. Did that look cool?
I don't know.
He goes, how high do you want to do it? And I was like,
I mean, it looked cool. I was like, well, I'm glad there's no hair extensions in there.
No. Did y'all get it?
Yeah, we did. We got
okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just couldn't hear it.
Yeah. But it was, he goes, how high do you want to drop it from? I'm like, whatever the coolest height would be,
Yeah.
So we took it to 30 feet. I don't know how high we were. But,
yeah. No, it was cool.
That was called a max performance takeoff. So when you
Well,
go straight up,
I didn't know, like, do I run out there? Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't hear
I was
you,
able to see you.
obviously, because it's super. And I'm like, me there? Yes.
well, I have a hand radio where if we had more time and prepared better, like you could talk to me through the radio, like in front of the ground. Like you tune into the frequency and I just let y'all know where we're going, what we're doing. But that was great. I had a good time. I didn't get to spend as enough time there as I wanted to, but
It's fine.
it was cool.
We got something.
We'll do it again.
Yeah.
And it'll be better too. You know,
Yeah,
so-
I mean, it was easy to find. I was like, wait, this is a helipad, just this like piece of concrete out in the middle of nowhere.
it's all it is. It's just
Yeah,
That's
so that's all.
but it was
That's all
clear,
fine.
you know, it was clear. So that was really fun for me. I enjoyed seeing y'all down there and y'all little bitty.
I was just mostly focused on like, let's get this done so I can get home and breastfeed the baby because my freaking boobs are about to explode.
Really?
So yes.
Yeah. We could bring him next time.
Yeah, maybe. I was
Bring
like,
it eat.
I probably shouldn't like run out there wearing a baby, you know? And I'd like to not be like the business coach that's always wearing a baby.
Yeah.
To feel like I have so much content of me wearing a baby. So, anyways, just, yeah, it was nice. It was nice to get away. I've been getting a couple of like yesterday I got a workout in without the baby. So like that was all good. So just like being able to I can't go far, but like go for like an hour and come back, you know.
He's bigger, you know,
Yeah.
so he's seeming a little more satiated longer.
Yes.
And he's
Yep.
sleeping
No.
a little bit better.
It's fine. It's not great.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So he's typically only really pissed off if his stomach is messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he came to the Temptations,
Yes, he had a great time.
4 Tops.
Yep. I actually liked the 4 Tops better.
Did you?
Yeah, they sounded better, but you know, the Temptations, I mean, gosh, the one guy was like 83 years old and I'm
Yeah.
like, bravo.
Yeah. He's up there just dancing, just doing his thing. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Yellow Card. That whole album, the Ocean Avenue album, just took me back. And then he made a reference to like Warped Tour in 04, which I was on, you know, and then I was like, what? You know, I'm talking about
I
Warped
think
Tour.
I was a 9th grader.
Yeah.
I was an 8th grader.
I was 17 or 18 years old at
Yeah.
the time. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I turned 18.
I can't believe your parents let you go do that.
I just went it. I had a tour bus in the parking lot at the high school.
Oh.
Like a full like a full tour bus was pick me up at my high school.
I don't know that.
I was gone. Yeah. Crazy. We couldn't afford it. We got kicked off in California because we couldn't pay it.
Yeah.
So Rusty was our driver. He had to take all of our stuff out one morning. It was all lined up outside. And he's like, I got to go, boys. And we were like, okay.
How'd you get back?
I had a tag on with another band and up through Seattle. So I went to Seattle and then I got hired to be in Makeshift and then I flew to Orlando to do that. So I went from Warped Tour to I got hired.
What happened to everyone else?
And the band that was touring,
Yeah.
Matt went on to do some other stuff. And then,
I'm just saying from that time. Like
from that time. So Clint, Rick, and Matt, Matt is like a master mechanic. Jeremy is, he's running stuff over at Topgolf, and I'm not sure what Clint's doing, but I keep up with him.
I'm saying you left them in Seattle. So where did they go? Like you just were like, see ya, I got a job.
We just kind of disintegrated on tour, and it was just kind of every man for himself. Like we had to get home. Some of the guys' parents kind of helped them pay for stuff, or like mine didn't. So I had like $10, you know, and I needed to figure out what I was doing. So I was able to tag along in a bus to a couple cities, and then I ended up getting flown home. My dad did help me do that, so he kind of rescued me there because I was out in Seattle with like $10. So
no, I would not want to be in Seattle with $10. I wouldn't want to be in Seattle, period. Honestly, not nowadays.
Remember, it rained a lot, if I recall.
Yes.
Correctly. Very hilly, and we saw this was when War of the Worlds came out. Like I remember watching that movie.
I don't watch movies, so I don't know.
Someone probably you do watch movies.
I watch like John Wick series.
Yeah. Rachel watches TV, y'all.
I don't watch TV.
You were watching TV. I filmed you doing it because we could clip it in. Yeah, I'm gonna send you the clip, Brooke, so you can clip in her watching TV when she says she.
But what was I watching? Like cartoons?
It was like a 2-year-old cartoon.
Oh, well, that's not really TV.
But you were actually watching
not
it.
TV. So
You were like dialing it, you know. So.
Oh my gosh, our assistant just like thought she was being incognito and just like slid the phone through the door.
Like, oh, now it's all ruined. The whole show's ruined. She would just melt.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. So what is going on? What do you like to do? Tell the world what you like to do when you're not working or momming.
I mean, really, we could just take everybody back to the conversation we had when we were interviewing for Evan to go to this private school. It's so embarrassing. I'm sitting there and they're like, well, we're talking about like what we do in our companies and this and that. And, and they're like, well, what do y'all do when you're not working? And Drew, of course, takes the floor. He's like, well, I do jujitsu and I'm learning Spanish and I do this and I have this and I work out and and it's going on and on and on. And I'm thinking like the whole time, I'm like, he's not mentioning me at all or anything that I do. Because they said, what do y'all do? So I thought you were answering for us. Well, really, you were answering for yourself. And then you go, yeah, Rach, what do you do? And I'm like, I like to decorate. I don't know. I like to decorate things like, and then you're just like, yeah, she likes to decorate. Like that's pretty much it.
But that sounds small, but it's not. Like you're a very serious decorator.
Oh yeah. I mean, when we got back from BYOB, you're like, oh my gosh, like the side room is done. I'm like, yeah, like floors got done, paint, baseboards, all the things.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I was showing the guys the kids' rooms where you had the whole walls trimmed out and the whole deal.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Next is demoing the outdoor kitchen that doesn't work and getting a fireplace built.
And we redid that too. Like we redid it to make it work, and then
it just looks. It was a Band-Aid. It was a temporary thing. Yeah. I don't like it.
It was way worse though. Remember what it used to look like?
It looked like the Flintstones.
Yeah. Just straight like a chimney.
It was bad. It looked like Wilma and Fred lived here. All right, guys, real quick. If you're a salon owner who's tired of grinding behind the chair with nothing to show for it but a sore back and an inconsistent bank account, you need to BYOB, build your own brand. This is our signature program helping salon owners all across the country launch their own private label hair extension line under your name with your profit margins and your rules.
It's not just about services. It's about creating an actual brand that can sell while you sleep. Our students are launching their own Shopify stores, wholesaling to local stylists, and finally stepping into the CEO seat without having to reinvent the wheel.
We're literally handing you the playbook. Branding, fulfillment, marketing, legal, all of it. If you've got the hustle, we've got the system.
Click the link in the description below to book a discovery call with our team. Let's build a business that works for you and not the other way around.
BYOB, because doing hair should be because you want to, not because you have to. But we did just wire a couple $100,000 for the warehouse. So that's exciting because we've got that popping up any day now. I'm expecting dump trucks and dirt trucks and all the things. So
yep. What are you going to decorate first?
I mean, I'm not allowed to decorate anything until it's built.
But I know you have a Pinterest board somewhere.
I sure do.
What's it going to be like inside?
I mean, the huge, like, neutrals. I like tricorn black. I like urban bronze. I like pure white by Sherwin-Williams. I like, the very specific doorknob from Home Depot. We'll have our metal doors. I do have a vanity that we actually ended up getting for free, so that was cool. On Wayfair because I had ordered a vanity for the boys' bathroom and there was a piece on the back that was broken and I had sent them pictures and stuff and they said, oh, we're just going to send you a new one. We can't just send you a back piece and we'll send it for free. Don't bother shipping the other one back because it's too heavy and it would just not make sense financially to send it back. So I'm like, okay. Well, then by the time it got here, Jose had already fixed the other one and then I just got a free vanity. So I'm like, oh, sweet. So we're just going to use that vanity inside the warehouse in the little half bath that we have. And I need to get an industrial sink ordered. I need to get like all kinds of stuff ordered. I mean, as far as decorating, like it's probably going to be like once we get moved in, I'll see.
Right. What exactly we're going to do for sure. And then we need to get the side note. We've been trying to get the sauna working for 3 years.
Yeah. That guy was supposed to show up this morning.
He didn't.
Yeah. People
Twice.
Suck. People suck.
Dude, people don't. It's crazy. I don't know how people stay in business. Like they just don't do what they say they're going to do.
Yeah. I'm like, you're a whole 4 days late. Thanks. Like I even a phone call, like we were, I was doing a transfer from an IRA to another account. And I'm like, they were supposed to call me. They called you. They were supposed to call me Tuesday at a certain time. They did not. And then I called back to try to get in touch with them and just kept ringing. I'm like, okay, forget it. Then we rescheduled. They were supposed to call me yesterday. They didn't call me at all.
3:30?
They didn't even call me. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Well, yours is funded. Mine's not. So we're just waiting on me now. Usually we're waiting on you, but we're waiting on me. And so now, just people not following through.
Yeah.
Just distracted.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I mean, I can't even get a DoorDash that's correct. So
dude,
I actually order extra food because I can guarantee that something is not going to come in the order. So we end up just or refunding one of the items, and I luckily get another one in there.
yeah, I was talking to one of our assistants out there, and his brother is doing like a lot of like short trade, day trade stuff. He's like, yeah, I'm learning how to do that. I'm like, don't do that. You know, I was like, well, I'm like, I was like, real talk. Like, is your brother wealthy? You know? He's like, no. I'm like, don't do that.
Well,
you know?
it's like legal gambling. I mean, I know people that are obviously very successful with it, but it's like, it's kind of obsessive.
You can lose everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I was like, take the best thing I learned about stocks is taking the big $1 trillion companies that are going to be around in the next 10, 20 years. You know, you got your Meta, you got your Tesla, you got your Google, you know, park it there. Like they're
it's the
gonna
stuff
grow.
that you're already investing in. Like everybody has an iPhone, like Garmin, you know, like your Garmin watch, just brands of clothes that you wear. Like just investing in stuff that like you yourself are a consumer of, I think is a better move than just like, you know, rolling the dice.
Yeah, and trying to catch. I mean, I get it, but it's just, I'm again sure some people are crushing it, but that's just a real fine line of like making it or just being broke, you know. And I don't, any of the guys that I get to see.
Yeah, we have stocks and crypto and all that stuff, but that's just not our main thing.
Yeah, or just like casually put it in ETF or Bitcoin, like every now and then, you know, and we'll just keep doing that for a long play. Like we're not trying to make a short, you know.
No, and that money that
trying
we have,
to time the market.
all the money we have sitting in that, like it just sits there.
And I could see, like I understand too when things are gonna hit. Like I'm aware. I think I was saying, I forget what it was. Something, I don't know. Elon Musk or Trump said something about something about a company, and I knew it was gonna drop and it was gonna come up just based off of what was happening.
It's about like what's happening in the world, what people are talking about, like. One wrong move, you know, like it's very volatile. It can be.
I even saw the uptick in what was going to happen with everything, and I still didn't send a bunch of money into the stock. I don't know.
You know what I've made a lot of money on? Roblox. Because look at our freaking kids. They're just like always obsessed with Roblox.
Have you? Has it gone up?
No, it's pretty shitty right now, but I've made money. I mean, I'm in the green for sure, but
cool.
Yeah, I should have sold it a little bit ago, but it's fine. It'll come back up. But yeah, I mean, I'm just, you know, again, it's like stuff that you're doing and using and that you are a consumer of yourself.
Oh, I remember what I saw. I knew that like Marriott and the cruise ships were taking a big hit back when the COVID was happening. Yeah. And they all just tanked and they're really bad. And I was like, you could put $1 million into one of these cruise ships or into Marriott, and it's gonna come up.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure.
And I knew it would, and it was clear. Didn't make a move on it, but I saw that.
That's more just like catastrophes and like plummeting something. And if you have the cash and you're not going to miss it for a while, and you're willing to take that risk, then yeah, go for it.
Right.
But I think it's a lot easier to bet on yourself, honestly, because it's like you have more control there, and you can determine a more desirable outcome, and based on your ability to focus or, your own skill set to scale something, and get something to perform, you can yield way more than you ever would, just putting it in the hands of somebody else.
Sure. Because you can't, if you're investing in my parents always thought I was, actually, you were the first one that I had met was like, oh, cool. What are you doing? Like, what are you learning? What do you got going on? And I'm like,
asking you that?
Yeah, because I'm always learning something.
Me
and
too.
then at the time, I was in a very heavy learning period, trying to figure out how to save the business, through all those times. And then, I was telling everything that we're learning and going, and that's just never ended. I've always invested in my mind because that will evolve and grow, and then you can use your mind to build things and create things, money, wealth, whatever you want to create,
Yeah, I created a new course yesterday called the A-Player Hiring Method.
Oh, tell me about it.
Well, so I've noticed that there's a common trend of people online that are like, I can't find anybody to work, or nobody wants to work, or nobody wants, to do X, Y, Z. And I'm like, well, that's not true, because there's plenty of people that are looking for a job. There's plenty of people that are unemployed. And I really don't know how you can be unemployed in this day and age, because there's so much opportunity everywhere. But the A-player hiring method is obviously teaching them what to look for, but also giving them all of our interview questions, all of our career paths, our hiring process, our job descriptions, like all of that. So I literally took those resources and built new ones, based off like, what's currently going on in the world, and bundled it all up together, built it. It spent all day a few days ago building that out, got the offer pages, landers, etc. So we're going to be dropping that soon.
Cool.
And that'll be a really very easy, very inexpensive, like literally $35 for someone to just get it and be able to use it right away to increase their hiring process.
I love the videos that we get. I get to see the videos. That's part of what we do. Part of what I do on the sales side is they'll fill out the questions and I get to see the video of this person, and I just
case studies?
I go straight to the video.
Yeah.
Just want to see
It's great.
this person and are they a fit? Is it good? Love that.
Oh, you're talking about our interview process. Yes. So we get tons of resumes a day, but it's like, it's a lot of like just, like I don't have a shortage of people that want to work for us. However, I will say I'm very particular about who we actually call in for an interview. And I personally pre-screen everybody. Like nobody else has, like you don't even have the login for the Salon's career inbox. Like it's just me.
Yeah.
And then
You
I'll
did a
forward.
background check on Lawson, right? I was joking.
I'm like,
She
I
came to
personally
the
did
house
not.
and she sat outside with binoculars and like, I'm saying this person. It's joking.
No, we're kidding.
Totally joking.
No.
Not joking.
No, but I do have a background check software, but But anyways, no, I think it's important for people to pre-screen and like go. It's 2025. You can go find information that you want. You can go look at people's LinkedIn, their Facebook, their Instagram, their tagged photos on all of those different platforms. There is absolutely no reason why people should be like surprised when they hire somebody and they like absolutely are a complete opposite of what they thought they were. And with the interview questions that we give, it's not like, so tell me about yourself. It's not like that. It's like, it's actual like we're not surface level. We're going deeper. We're giving them like scenarios in this situation. What would you do? Because I think the thing lacking with most people, and you can blame it on the generation, whatever, but I think the biggest thing lacking is going to be the ability to solve problems and think critically. So if you can figure that out and you can identify, oh, hey, this person not only is very smart, but this person is also resourceful. And I know in a time of challenge or in a time of uncertainty, they're going to be resourceful and be able to figure out something and find a solution instead of just being squeamish and trying to go hide in a corner. So that's the main thing that you can look for. You can teach people services. You can teach people techniques and, talking points and how to sell retail, whatever. But you cannot teach somebody how to pick up the tools that are in front of them. You really can't.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people ask questions in the interview process where they're very theory based. They're very like, what do you feel like your calling is? A question like that,
Yeah.
And then you get into this like whole, I don't even know what to call that conversation.
It's like a feelings fest. And I'm like, not wanting to be a part of it.
I feel like, it's like, oh, like we're
what do you
going
know?
there,
What do you know?
Need to know what you know.
Not what do
you
you feel.
do.
What do you know?
What do you do and what do you know?
Yeah, that's important because you're spending such a short amount of time with someone and you can't just sit here and just like butter each other's biscuits the whole time. Like you got to get down to it. You have to understand specifically like what are they here to achieve? What can they contribute to the company? I see so many owners because they're so desperate to hire someone. I see so many owners that are just like selling themselves. Like, this is what it's like to work here. And this is what we do. And this is, I'm just like, shut up. Let her talk. Ask questions. Let her talk. Let him talk. I don't like that because I think you're absolutely, you're talking at that person. You should be listening more in an interview than you are talking. And, yes, you should start and end the interview and you should lead it, but you need to zip it and let this person unveil what they have to say. Yeah. Because if you're just talking to them and they're like, yeah, like, yeah, of course everything's all good because you talk the whole damn time,
All they got to do is nod.
And yeah. So basically in the A-player hiring method, is we're giving them all that stuff. We're giving them a video walkthrough. We're giving them our actual onboarding workbook, which is kind of crazy. I've never given that away ever, other than to our own internal hires. So that we're also the career path, and specifically for them to know at each different commission tier, like what percentage is this person at, and also to be at that percentage, what do their sales need to be on a weekly, daily basis, and even breaking it down further. Does this chick work 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, etc. And then like specifically showing them that, because if they don't know what they need to do, and you just like, hey, I need you to perform. Okay, well, to what standard? Like that's where things go wrong.
Yeah, and when you talk about it, if they have a goal and they're going to work 3 days a week, when I see the numbers, like that's going to be more difficult to do on that given day. Like you're going to have to be able to function at a lot higher level to make the money with less days. But if I work 4 days a week, okay, that seems more manageable on like what I could physically do right now.
It's a under promise, over deliver situation. So let's commit to a 5-day schedule, and then in the next 60 days we'll start dialing it back to 4. The next 120 days we'll dial it back to 3. But it's going to be based on that person. It's not based on it's scaling them up to those higher ticket days. But when they're first starting out in their first building, they need to be working. It's all about availability and opportunity. So the more availability you have, the more opportunity you're going to get. The more opportunity you get, the more chances you have of building a clientele, being able to earn money. And then you don't have, if you have a day or so in that week that falls apart, guess what? It's not like, 40% of your week is gone. It might be like 20% of your week is gone.
Yeah. And I mean, truth be told, is someone's looking to work like 2 or 3 days a week, might not be the person that you want to bring on at that time, coming in early, because I don't know anyone successful that works 3 days a week, 2 days a week.
Well, sure. But I mean, as a stylist, like it can be done. Like you can work those amount of days, but you have to be having multi-$1,000 days every single day, period. Like, and so many people, they want to have the 3-4 day schedule, but they don't know what it takes to get there. And you have to start from the beginning, and then you can scale. You got to scale up so that way you can scale back your
how many days a week
calendar.
How many days a week did you work when you were getting that done? Like when you're making your way to working 2 or 3 days a week, how many days a week were you working when you're building?
Literally worked 6 days a week.
Yeah.
6 days a week. Like, 9 a.m. at the latest I'd start, and I probably wouldn't be done till 7:30, 8 o'clock. I mean, I think on Saturdays I probably cut out around 5, but yeah, I mean, there was 14 years I didn't have a single Saturday off unless a major holiday fell on that Saturday.
That's a big thing to talk about. It's like
for 14 years.
14 years, 6 hard days a week.
No, I didn't do that I didn't do 6 days a week for 14 years. I probably did minimum 5, but yeah, I mean, it's interesting because people they can see where someone is now, and then they just like assume that's just like, oh, they work X amount of days, therefore like I want to be just like them, I'm going to do what they do. It's like, well, dude, like you can't do what they do until you've done what they did. You know what I mean? And that's so important for people to understand, is you can't just like skip all the steps and get to the front of the line. Like,
yeah, there's no hack.
There is not. Like, you have to build, you have to have conversations, you have to take feedback. You're going to, and honestly, way back when I did freaking Groupons back in 2011, I did Groupons.
Yikes.
It was awful.
It's bad.
But you know what?
Don't do that. I did it too. In the
gym. If you need to build your speed and you need to get some thick skin, do it. I mean, I don't even know if that's still a thing anymore.
I'm sure.
But yeah, I mean, I was doing $100 full highlight haircuts, and I got half of that.
We'll pay you.
Yeah. But for me, and I don't have any clients. I didn't have any like great clients that I gained from there. But what I did gain is I built my speed. I figured out how to deal with people. I figured out how to deal with difficult people, cheap people that no show, people that cancel, people that complain, yada, yada, yada. So I dealt with all that. I got really, really good at color corrections. So you imagine you got somebody who's paying 100 buckaroos for a full highlight haircut. They're balling on a budget, and you're not maintaining or touching up good work from somebody else. So it was hard. And, but it was a good experience. I'm glad I did it. It absolutely sucked, but, I'm glad I did it because my goal was, okay, if I can make $200 this week to cover my chair rent, I can live on my tips, and it was hard. Those are ramen noodle days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Very first house I bought, I think our mortgage was like $1,300 a month. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so much like for us. And, I was married to somebody else at the time, and he was just like, gosh, this is so expensive. We can't afford this. And I was like, it'll be fine. Like I've always had it'll be fine mindset. Like we'll figure this out, and we're just going to work harder. Like $1,300, like we can figure that out. You know what I mean? Yeah. And now, shit, I don't want to think about how much our house costs, but, it's just like, that's the thing is like your mindset is so important when you're doing anything. Like you have to believe that you can do it. And you have to also, understand that the things that you have to do in the short term to achieve long-term success and arrive at the place that you want to arrive at, like it's going to require you doing some grunt work and just roll up your sleeves and do it.
Unavoidable. There's a lot of people that are out there trying to strategize or scheme or hack their way through becoming successful or figuring something out. And it's just, if anything, anyone that's like really built something substantial that is like solidified and exists and creates a lot of value for its employees and its customers, and there's been a tremendous amount of work that's gone into that. And
they're not like cutting
unimaginable amount of work
along the way. Like they're not just like undercutting and shoving people out of the way. Like they're actually going through all of the challenging things, like overcoming obstacles, getting scrappy, losing money, lots of tears. Gosh, can't even tell you how many times I've cried over businesses over the years. Lots of tears, lots of time missed, guilt. There's so much that goes into it, but you
everything.
Yeah, everything
goes into it.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that won't go into something if you're wanting to make it successful.
Yep.
It'll take everything. And then some.
Well, and we don't share that like to be like discouraging. It's just like, it's more just like you can do it too. Like there is no reason why anybody should be stuck. Like if you're stuck, it's because you've glued yourself to the floor. It's not because of anybody else. Like there's nothing that you're gonna go through that you can't go through. Like it's whatever short-term shit's happening, you can get through it and you can get on the other side of it if you want to be.
I liked your glue metaphor.
Thank you.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's very descriptive.
Yeah.
I could see the glue that they glued themselves to the floor.
Yeah.
But it's them.
Yeah, it is them.
No one else.
It's not.
They bought that glue.
They did. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I actually think back, this is kind of sad. I think back to when we were packing up for BYOB Palm Springs, and Lane like wheeled in this, we call it Big Bessie. It's this massive pink suitcase that I've taken like everywhere. I mean, that suitcase is older than like our relationship. And anyways, I'm pretty sure it's like 8 years old.
Big Bessie?
Big Bessie, yeah.
Okay.
So I've moved her from multiple houses, and she's been through lots of different airports, and she's, just her wheels have been turning. So anyway, so she rolled it in, and they're trying to unzip it, and they're like, Chrissy's like messing with the zipper, and she's like, this thing won't open. I'm like, oh yeah, because Evan like squeezed glue all over my suitcase when he was younger because he didn't want me to travel. And I was like, that makes me sad. But I mean, I'm also glad too at the time now, because I'm like, well, I did that then, but like, I'm grateful that I'm not still doing that, where I'm like still like, he's still disappointed. He's still like, I still have nothing to show for all the years I've worked and done things. We do. We have been able to achieve the things that we want to achieve, and then we're allowed to be more present with our family now. And it's just so cool. I love being home every day.
Yeah.
I like to get out of the house every day, but I like being able to like be home most of the day.
That's a good prank, gluing someone's zipper.
He did it, yeah. I was literally like, I was packing up. I was leaving for, I think I had like a 5 a.m. flight, and I like got up early, and I was like trying to unzip my freaking suitcase, and I'm like, this thing is literally not opening. Well, he had squeezed Elmer's glue all over the suitcase zipper the night before, and it dried. And then I realized what it was, and I was like, damn it, Evan. Like he was probably three years old, and he correlated. Okay, well, if I glue mommy's suitcase shut, then she can't go. And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I mean, it was definitely.
Glued that to the floor.
He did. He definitely, cost me an extra 30 minutes of time trying to pry that damn thing open.
Yeah, but Lane decided to leave the suitcase.
We left Big Bessie in Palm Springs. Yep. We threw her in the trash.
Yep.
Yep. They actually had a service for her. Yep. She told me they had a service for her. Rest in peace, Bessie.
Yeah. Gotta get it. That was a massive suitcase.
It was.
A giant pink suitcase.
It was. I got my money's worth out of that thing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, we had to leave mine. We had to leave mine at the airport. My brand new one. That was
numerous suitcases
such a
at the
bummer.
airport. Yeah.
Oh man, I got this great suitcase and I loved it. And I don't even know where we were going, but
There's just always some sort of challenge when traveling. Like it just never fails. But
especially we travel kind of. There's
not
a
lately.
lot going.
We haven't traveled much lately, but we roll deep when we travel. Yeah, we got like lots of bags, lots of people. We got a timeline.
We had Papa this time, which was great.
He actually didn't cause any delay in our.
I'm so much
trip.
worried about him. I want to make sure he doesn't fall. And,
of course.
But
he always looks like he's gonna fall.
He does.
I'm like, stand up straight.
He's like, I'm good. I'm like,
I always tell him, I'm like, where your eyes go, your head goes. So if you're looking down at your feet, it's like,
that's true.
Look up.
When you're flying, you have to look up. You don't want to look, but you want to look down. You gotta look up.
What's the same thing like when you're doing a haircut on somebody? I mean, you're trying to cut their perimeter and they're looking away, and gradually their head starts turning. I'm like, no, look here. So, but yeah, I mean, it's important to keep eyes on where you're going. Because otherwise you could just very easily get off course.
For sure. So we got coming up, we got SalonCon.
January 24th through the 27th.
That's happening. I'm
Miami.
Most excited about this event coming up.
We're actually upgrading
our next one.
We're actually upgrading our venue right now.
Yeah, we have to get a bigger one.
Yeah.
Right. So we've had a lot of events, but Palm Springs is cool. That was more intimate.
I loved the smaller event.
That was nice. But this one's going to be.
And the next BYOB
I can feel it.
Amazing.
Like I can feel how special this event's going to be, because we did a great job in Mexico. Getting everyone to Mexico was gnarly.
Yeah,
like that was tough.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited about
the language barrier. Like it was hard.
Oh yeah. Well, and getting
customs.
Hammered at customs. Yeah, that sucked. That certainly ate into our margins, but yeah. I mean, I'm excited about Miami. It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I actually have, I don't know if I've talked to you about this, but I've actually planned the next 2 years of events out. So I was dates and locations and everything. So buckle up,
buttercup.
Yeah.
So,
all right, well, let's wrap this up because we got a client and her hubby here, and we got to give them a tour of the warehouse. So
cool. All right.
Thanks so much for listening and for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Farewell.